Okay, this video is going to show how to do the part intro to part creation, the revolve. I'm going to skip the extrude one because it's easy, but this is the part that we're going to end up making. And as we were doing this, there's a couple things that I just feel were kind of difficult to figure out, so I thought a video would help. But I would like for you to try and follow the slides. So make sure that you are on here and looking through the 12 slides. So I'm going to refer to these while we're going through it. So it says to make a sketch in the right plane. So we'll make a sketch in the right plane, right click and view normal to sketch plane, and that will make us look right at our right plane. And this is in inches, so we're back to American standards. So it says to make this, sketch a vertical construction line whose bottom endpoint is coincident to the origin, sketch a horizontal construction line whose midpoint is aligned to the origin. So there's a couple different ways we can do this. But we have not learned the midpoint constraint, and it's actually pretty sweet. So if we make two lines like this, okay, if you select the line and then select the segment, so you click on both of them, and then click the midpoint constraint, it'll lock the line to the midpoint. And then we want to make these construction lines, so we'll highlight both of them, click the construction line button, and now we're ready for the next step. So now it's important these lines are not horizontal, so I'm going to draw this out. I mean, you could mirror this, that could work if you wanted to do it that way, or you can just draw it all out. We've been using the mirror, so I think I'm going to do it that way, and so we'll go from there. So I'm going to start here on this line, and it actually has you use the top of that point as your first point. So I'm going to grab my line tool. I'm going to go here, over, down a little bit, and then this is not a horizontal line, so you want to have it sloped like that. And then like this, vertical, and then end it on the line. And press escape. So now we can use mirror. So if we do mirror, it's going to ask for a mirror line first. We click this, and then click the lines that you want to mirror. So now that's mirrored. We'll go back to this. And as saying to use the equal constraint. So the numbers that are similar, what we're making equals of 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1, 1. So I'm going to grab equal, and I'm going to say, no, equal. This is equal to this line. This is equal to this line. This is equal to this line. This one's equal to this line, and this one is equal to this line. Now, since we mirrored it, I think those constraints are already there, but that's good practice. So now 5. We're going to put some dimensions in, our horizontal dimensions. So we have this bottom part is 1.625, 1.5. This is not inches, this is degrees. So we have to be careful of that, and then 0.25 in the middle. So we want to go here, 0.25. This part from here to here is 1.625. And up here is 1.5. Make sure you click on both sides to make this. And then the last one is 3 degrees. So we click on the two lines, and it'll put arrows in between it, and we want to do 3 degrees. And so you'll see that it has the degree mark on there, not the angle. Now be careful, because if you go out here, you can move it out, but when you're making this, if you hold on a second. If you go, so when you click on these two lines, there is a way, like it'll go between 3 and 177. So just make sure that you're putting the angle in the right place. All right, 6. Now we're going to do our vertical dimensions, but this is the diameter, and I found these instructions kind of vague, but since we're spinning this, we do want our diameters, and these are actually, we see that symbol for diameter. So there's kind of a trick to this where when you're doing your dimensions, So that first dimension is 0.5. So if I go here to here, at first it's going to put the arrows between these two lines, but if I go down, it'll split it, so it's making this construction line my center. So I'll do 0.5, and that got weird, so I'm going to undo it, leave that in, and I'm going to go do the top one first. So that's 3 inches. We'll go here, here, move down, 3, and then, so from here to the point is 2.75, but you got to go to the point. So point to here is 2.75. Move it down below that line, and it'll lock into diameter. Then go here, here, and that is 1. And now we can change this to 0.5, so I'll go back and change this to 0.5. And there's our fully constrained piece. So now we're going to revolve it, and we're using this as the revolve axis. So now that we've sketched this, we can end our sketch. And how the revolve works, we need a profile and then an axis. So you got to click in the red box. So now that we have our profile selected, we click in there and it should spin around. So you should have a hole in the middle of it. So there's our part, and I think the rest of this shows you how to like rename it and edit your appearance, which is stuff that we've done. So you can do that. But the important part is you get to the end, find the properties, and then there's a little quiz afterwards so you can test it. If you get it correct, go ahead and put the answer in on Canvas.